I watched part of Senator Alan Cayetano's Facebook Live and honestly po, hindi ko kinayang tapusin. He tried to make it appear na ang grupo ni Senator Win Gatchalian ang parang gustong pigilan ang flood control investigation as if sila yung merong mga itinatago. But let us think critically. Sino ba talaga ang mas may dahilan na matakot sa full investigation? Because the flood control issue did not begin yesterday. Hindi po ito nagsimula sa isang hearing lang. Hindi po ito nagsimula sa isang press conference. As early as 2019, former House Majority Leader Rolando Andaya Jr. already flagged a staggering 332 billion in flood control allocations, 213 billion from 2017 and 2018 appropriations, and 119 billion proposed for 2019. Well, to be fair, DBM denied that it facilitated a scam. Walang court ruling na nagsasabing ninakaw ang buong 332 billion. But that is exactly the point. When billions in public money are questioned, the proper response is not narrative control. The proper response is records, documents, cross-examinations, and accountability. And remember this, during the Duterte administration, Build was sold to the public as a golden age of infrastructure. But by April 2022, DPWH itself reported that only 12 out of 119 flagship projects had been completed. 12 out of 119. Then in 2020, Rodrigo Duterte himself publicly admitted that there were many ghost projects in DPWH. So the logical question is simple. If he knew there were ghost projects, what happened after that? Sino po ang naparusahan? Sino ang kinasuhan niya? Sino ang napigilan niya? Former Congressman Andaya, the same man who exposed the 332 billion flood control issue, later died in his home in Naga City with a gunshot wound. I will not invent conclusions. I will not say what the evidence does not prove. But history should remember this. He was one of the first major public officials who loudly questioned those flood control allocations. Now let us go to the Discayas. The Discayas appeared before the Senate under oath on live television. Their statements were questioned, tested, and challenged. Ganun po dapat yung investigasyon. Ganun dapat gumagana yung investigation. Hindi pwedeng press release lang o press conference. Hindi pwedeng Facebook Live lang at hindi pwedeng witnesses are treated as truth machines without cross-examination. Kaya ang tanong, bakit parang meron pong grupo na gustong mauna yung conclusion bago yung testing of evidence? Who is really trying to control the story? Who is really trying to control the truth? Honestly, who benefits when the public is pushed to anger before the documents are fully examined? Sino po ba talaga yung makikinabang dito? And now we hear about the 18 ex-Marines. If there is truth in their statements, then let that truth survive cross-examination. Let it survive documents. Let it survive timelines. Let it survive contradictions. Pero sayang po, because the more politicians appear to handle, package, and parade them, the more that their credibility becomes vulnerable. The issue becomes less about truth and more about manipulation. Justice cannot be selective. Truth cannot be recreated. Accountability cannot be weaponized only against your enemies while protecting your allies. So when Senator Cayetano asks people to look at Senator Win's group as if they are hiding something, my answer is this. Look at the bigger record. Look at the billions questioned during Duterte's time. Look at the ghost projects Duterte himself acknowledged. Look at the unfinished promises of build. Look at the contractors, the DPWH officials, the lawmakers, the political allies, the campaign donors, the insertions, the hearings, the changing statements, non-stop changing. And then ask, sino ba talaga ang takot sa buong katotohanan. Because if you truly want the truth, you will not fear cross-examination. If you truly want justice, you will not rush the conclusion. If you truly care for the Filipino people, you will not destabilize the country just to save your political camp. Let us be clear, no po. All corrupt people must pay. Marcos alay, Duterte alay, Cayetano alay, Gatchalian alay, kahit sino pa po yan. Walang dapat sacred cow. Walang untouchable. But the country cannot be repaired by propaganda. It cannot be repaired by selective outrage. It cannot be repaired by politicians pretending to be heroes while protecting their own narratives. Ang mahirap, lalong naghihirap kapag ang gobyerno ginugulo para sa interes ng iilan. Ang ordinaryong Pilipino po yung nalulunod, hindi lang sa baha, kundi sa kasinungalingan, sa korupsyon at sa political manipulation. So my reflection is simple. Do not ask only who is shouting the loudest. Ask who wants documents. Ask who wants cross-examination. Ask who wants timelines. And ask who wants all administrations investigated, not just the convenient ones. Because the real fight is not Cayetano versus Win. The real fight is truth versus narrative. And if we still know how to think critically, well, we should know the difference.